plane headed to the valley diverted when a baby on board stops breathing. Medical personnel happened to be on the same flight. They used CPR to save that child's life, and fortunately, the child was stable when the plane made the emergency landing in Houston. It's situations like these that can be horrifying, though, especially for parents.
It shines a light on the importance of just knowing CPR. And Pete Serrato spoke with CPR trainers taking action tonight. And Pete, this is something any parent can and should learn.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I mean, imagine you're sitting at home on a couch like this and one of your kids stops breathing. Now, the first thing you want to do is call 911. But if you can't get to a phone, make sure they aren't choking. And from there, start doing chest compressions.
Now I'm going to attend to them by giving them compressions. You can expose the chest and just get right in the center with the heel of my hand, locking, and I'm going straight down. 1, 2, 3.
But if the person is already passed out when you see them,
you would cab them, which is compressions, which we just talked about, giving them 30. And then you open their airway, pulling their head back on an adult, holding that airway back on the bony part of the chin, and then you give them 2 breaths.
And repeat until medical help arrives. And of course, that demonstration was on an adult, but in the case of an infant, you want to use 2 fingers instead of the palm of your hand for those chest compressions. And you don't have to tilt their head. You just want to touch their forehead, and they can just have them look up at the sky or ceiling. But of course, you want to call 911, let an operator walk you through that. Now, I also talked to a CPR instructor who told me that knowing CPR helped her save a complete stranger's life.
My first instincts were to, do what I need to do for the CPR.
Amanda Keenum recalling the moment a woman collapsed right in front of her at a gas station just 2 years ago. Lucky for the woman, Amanda, who works as a CPR instructor in Glendale, was certified in CPR at the age of 18.
The stops, I run over, I tap her, I make sure she's okay, and then she's not breathing. It's automatically not breathing. And so I just started doing compressions on her.
The woman survived and was transported to the hospital. Just another reminder that you'll never know when that CPR training will come in handy.
And it could be at work, it could be at the grocery store, and if that does happen, you'll be able to help that person.
And Steve, a great resource when it comes to CPR is the American Heart Association. They'll give you tips on CPR information as well as online courses. And according to the association, if you do CPR, that can double a person's chances of surviving.
Yeah, and so easy to learn. You can do it in just a few short hours. Yeah. Really, really simple there. And something else to consider here, by the way, the life you save with CPR will most likely be a loved one. 4 out of 5 cardiac arrests happen at home. And one other important note, African Americans, about twice as likely to experience cardiac arrest at home, work, or in another public location.